there, everybody. This is Shanigo, and welcome back to my Warriors Orochi 3. The last part, we took part in the Battle of Yelling, won, kicked some ass, and we got 3 new recruits. 2 of them are already in my team members. As for the other one, my guy, not going to use him, but to give him the short story, he uses a paintbrush to fight in like some sort of silly way. Well, I could say some sort of silly way, but I played Okami, so using a paintbrush is not silly. But Kunoichi and Pangaea with me along with Kaguya for the team. You can actually talk to people here with whatever characters you like finish level with this guy. I have to remember the names a lot more, but there are so many names in this game that you have to remember, so yeah, that's the thing. One last thing I'm going to show off, because I'm going to start the battle, is that you don't actually have to just walk into the portal every time you wish to start a battle. You can simply just pause the menu and just go into begin battle. It'll take you straight to the select battlefield screen. Now at this point in time we have 2 options. We can either go to the Battle of Danku, where we have to help Hanbei out, or we can go to the Battle of Ueda Castle, where we can help Shimazawa out, who's the guy whose name escapes me. Usually when I play this game, I usually go in order from like top to bottom if there's a choice, but I think there's probably going to be places later where I'm going to be changing certain specific levels, but yeah, that's what I'm probably going to be doing. I'm probably going to go top to bottom if there's a choice, but I think it's actually chapter 2 where there's a certain character that I want like really quickly, and it's like here somewhere. So yeah. We're going to go to the Battle of Ueda Castle. I actually recorded this one before and it failed miserably, so hopefully this one will act better.
小田原城陥落の過去を変えるため柴将は時を渡った。目指すのは上田城、楊者討伐軍の拠点の一つである。そこは柴将に縁深い大元気が守っていた場所だ。当時柴将は諸葛丹や島左近、長領とともに各地で妖魔軍と戦っていた。そこで上田城と小田原城双方の危機を耳にしたのである。彼らは軍を二分。柴将は小田原城へ、諸葛丹らは上田城へ向かった。結果上田城は陥落。小田原城の救援も失敗したのだった。同じ過ちは繰り返さない。大切なものを取り戻すために柴将は固く決意していた。
頼む、諸葛丹、俺を信じてくれ。
柴将殿、いきなり何を言い出すかと思えば未来を見てきたと。未曾有の危機にあってそのようなざれ言大概にしていただきたい。
頼む、俺も上田城に連れて行ってくれ。
ここで頭を下げるんだね。これあながち冗談でもなさそうですな。いつもの柴将さんならめんどくせえっていうところだ。言い争う間にも時が失われる。皆で上田城を救援すればよかろう。
まあ、すまない。急ごう。
In case you haven't already noticed, I'm going to be quiet through the cutscene so I can actually hear where they are, thanks to headphone technology. Also, should mention if you're hearing like some sort of audio glitches in the game audio, I've been trying to fix like the whole 1 second lag thing between me doing something on my main screen that I'm looking at and the screen that's recording my stuff. Hopefully I'm fixing it with this, but I think the whole I've got little side effects to the audio occasionally popping, so bear that in mind. Also, I believe now we have accept missions, so I think we may have had it for the Battle of Yelling, I'm not too sure. But yeah, these missions, they're like the, if you remember in the previous games, where you had abilities for each character, and to unlock those abilities, to increase the level of that ability, you had to do a certain thing like defeat a certain number of enemies within a certain amount of time, or defeat a certain number of enemies, a certain number of officers, keep like a third of your life bar intact, and not use any of your Musara gauge, which is probably like one of the harder ones to do. I personally don't think it's hard though, because my playstyle just says no to Musara unless I'm fighting someone difficult or if I'm playing against the boss level, as you might say. But yeah, we have those as well. In this case, there's only one here. But you can play these, you can do these missions, and if you complete them, then you increase the bond between that character and the characters you were using. I really should explain bonds a lot more, but I'm going to leave that for a future video. As for the problems we have here, we have two generals to defeat, the yellow team and the red team. Dojo and Yuan Shao, I believe, don't show up until a certain event gets triggered, so we're not going to see that. My strategy is to head to here where Tashi Chi and Wang Yuanji are hiding, because you've got to go save them. Once they save them, then they're going to split up and try and take on each of the armies, which is usually where the problem goes for me when I've been doing this all, because it's usually one of these two that gets into trouble, and then I struggle trying to save them, and then the other one gets into trouble whilst I'm still struggling to save the other one, and the second one dies and mission fails. But let's actually just get on with the battle, because I have obviously talked too much, and people complain when I talk too much, there's not enough action. Also, no, I don't like Kuno's Japanese voice actor, I prefer the English one. Just saying. Oh, and I should mention Kunoichi is a speed type character now instead of a power type. So she gets the double jump and the ability to cancel out her attack by jumping, which I believe suits her a lot more. Yeah. Basically like Nine from the older games, except she doesn't have Nine's moveset. Oh yeah, and if this little scene here with Kaguya, this only appears if Kaguya is actually in your team. I really shouldn't fight this guy, so I should carry him bird. Let's switch up all that. Oh yeah, I forgot to actually mention about the character I actually unlocked last time that I'm not using, Maidai. He's actually Wonder type, so yeah, he gets the Wonder type character's abilities to guard break. There's also, with this level, like around here where I am, where all the towers is, I don't know if it's just me just plain sucking at the game, but I have troubles actually navigating through here. Panda is just tearing ass. I think I actually noticed this when I was playing before. It was just like killing everybody. Oh, that's Kunoichi now. Gosh. Yeah, I want to level Kunoichi up because I'm probably going to be using her a lot more than anybody else. Enjoy plot.
Genki! 無事だったか。
師匠殿に心配されるなんて私もまだまだね。
たく可愛げがねえな。
血は喧嘩は戦の後で。
For the record, loading times for even for the oh god damn HD does not suit you, Mr. Guy. I was gonna say when the cutscenes load, they load them for a really long time, so I'm going to be cutting vast majority of those out. Now both Yuan Shao and Damsro have shown up now, so our objective is clear. We've got to go sort them out. My strategy is to go kill Yuan Shao first, because he's actually easy to find, because he's just like he advances more or less straight away. Oh yeah, I forgot I got ice on my weapon, so I can use some weapon fusions. Again, like previous games, when you add like an element to a weapon, like fire or ice or something, it only affects when there's Yuan Shao. It only affects when I was going to say what it does, but I've just been using standard attacks there, and I got actually cheating trouble already. Alright, time for some Beaver shenanigans. Stuff. Alright, let's go find the other guy who's kind of like in trouble. Well, I just killed you, so yeah. Let's just sort the people here. Usually when it says somebody's in trouble, I've noticed. And here comes the text spam. They're usually in trouble with generals, so let's do that. I gotta go find Zhang Hui, because that's usually the person who ends up getting killed, so yeah. Also, I'm just using the small map because I figured out now that if I use the small map around here, I don't get lost. Alright, I should be lying to myself and I'm going to get lost anyway. Yes, in trouble. I'm probably by the time though, she's in serious trouble. But, I have ways of sorting this out. This way is to just do this. I should mention now, which is something I've noticed when I've been playing the game, is in the older games you had the ability to chain your B button attacks into each other by switching out. But that doesn't actually happen in this game because for some reason it doesn't. Stuff here, I kind of want it. And I believe I've killed off all the generals, so... Oh, I'm not. One more jerk here. There we go. Killed them all. So when he dies, I believe Dongzhuo gets really angry and decides he's going to advance. He's going to advance from the top right here, so... let's sort that out now. I'm just going to nip him out of the bud. So at this point, he and his bodyguards are actually going to sort themselves out. Hopefully I have full moveset for everybody. Because Kinomichi's is going to start spinning around like a record baby round. It also helps I'm getting a load of moveset falls, so I can just cut people out. I like one of these, just like Dongzhuo's like, come to my side, woman, and Kengu's like, nope. I do not speak well with strangers. With that experience. But yeah, Dongzhuo's army just got boned, so mission complete. Enjoy the text spam and the plot.
四条殿は未来からやってきた。
まだそのようなざれ言をあなたからも言っていただきたい。
信じる。
おいおい、信じるのか？こんな突拍子もない話を。
侮らないで。冗談を言っていないことくらいわかる。
話はまとまったか？いずれにしても救われた命だ。これからはお前たちと共に行こう。
Okay, well, we got a bunch of characters to join us, so we'll have a fun time trying to decide who I'm going to be using. Still like English Japanese voice acting, still prefer English voice acting. But yeah, we got weapons, we got found some stuff. What's that? Proficiency. Increase proficiency, I might use that for now. And more stuff. And then you get mission complete, which really wasn't too much, that was ridiculously easy. But yeah, you get like an amount for the bomb system. Oh no, 90 minutes. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to explain the bond system whilst I'm here. Basically, the bond system is allows you to do certain. Well, the bond system is essentially like just be friendly with people. Really, it's just like sort of relationship sort of thing. What's it? Bonds info. Each character has like 4 specific ones, but they do actually have relations with everybody. The Zeon character that we actually unlocked, there's like a little bar underneath the character portrait. Well, that goes up as time goes on with the specific relationships. I don't know if you can actually have them by all, show all of them. I know we've got some for that guy whose name escapes me. But eventually that barrel grew up and it's actually split into thirds. Once you've got 1/3, then people start being nice to you and stuff. And the super counterattack, well, it's not really the super counterattack, I forgot what it's called. But yeah, you can press a certain button when you're attacked, and then both your teammates come out, and at the cost of some resource, they actually do a counterattack for you. Well, your bonds are sufficiently high enough, they do that automatically and it doesn't cost any resource. You will also need to use bonds when it's wrong, because there's at least 5 levels where you need bonds with certain characters to be leveled up at least once. So like at least the first third. Like I said, because this is 100% to play every level and get everybody, that means I'm going to be after doing those levels. I believe those levels appear like down here somewhere in chapter 2. I don't think we actually get them until like somewhere in chapter 3. I don't know when we get them. I can't touch the room off the top of my head. But that's enough for this video. In the next video we'll be going to the Battle of Dunkirk. So take care and I will see you guys then. Ciao!